Gemini, welcome to your monthly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of January. And Happy New Year to you all. All right, let's get started. Gemini. Ooh, the Tower in reverse. Okay. With the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Okay, right away, Gemini, I'm sort of getting this idea that says I need to stop focusing on the past, and I need to really start looking at things from the present moment. And that may be something that you're resisting. There may be something here that you're trying to keep that needs to go. You know, by focusing on these past emotions, we may be hanging on to some towers that we need to let go of. And what an apt message for the beginning of a new year to say, I need to stop focusing on the things in the past. I need to step out of that melancholy energy of looking at the past and the things that I'm trying to hang on to that may no longer be in alignment for me. I may need to really feel like it's time to let go here. I may have realized it's time to let go, but it may be that the emotions are keeping us hanging on. When we see this combination, Nine of Cups in reverse, yeah, there's a feeling that says, but what about my fulfillment and balance and harmony? Wow, with the 10 on the bottom in reverse as well. So yeah, Gemini, it feels like you may be hanging on to something because it used to be so fulfilling. It used to really fill you up, but now it doesn't. It doesn't anymore. And, you know, there's a strong energy around relationships when I look at this 10 of Cups and, you know, family even, where you may have realized over the course of 2024, or even just at the end of 2024, we had so much energy shifting with the eclipses and the even that last the last new moon in Capricorn. You may really be starting to realize here that if I want to have a new experience and I want to feel different and I want to feel fulfilled and I want to feel connected to things that are in alignment with my true self, my authentic energy, there may be things that have to go. There may be some things you're hanging on to that need to go. 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. I mean, as you look back, you may want to ask yourself, what am I still hanging on to? Because it used to be so fulfilling, but now I'm ready to fill my cup up in a different way. Let's see what's rising to the top is the King of Cups with the Hierophant. That's perfect. So you've got these two masters here sitting up top, one trying to bridge you from your higher self into the lower self, your spirit self into your material self, and the King of Cups guiding us to trust those emotions, to know that, you know, if something feels like it's in balance, then let's give to it, and if it doesn't, let's release it. If it's a two-way street and it allows a give and take that feels balanced and has an emotion to it that allows us to feel like we're not giving and not feeling like that giving is being received in a way that's reciprocal. There may be something here around breaking a tradition, breaking a convention, breaking a pattern where, you know, our higher self is trying to guide us right now. And there may even be, you know, with the Hierophant, there may even be some key people that are really trying to guide you. I mean, these two energies can show up in our lives as counselors, teachers, really strong mirrors in our life that are showing us something that needs to go. And, you know, are we trusting it? Are we, with this Tower in reverse, I think we're resisting it a little bit. We may be having sort of a moment where it's like, really, am I gonna stop? Am I going to stop doing that? Am I going to discontinue my relationship here, or am I going to move away from that path because it no longer feels aligned to me? I mean, this is really interesting. Like, for some of you, this may be coming in where there's relationship disharmony, family disharmony, even elements of how you spend your time. You may be, for what's coming in is like someone may have, spent their time doing one activity or teaching an activity or, being a student of an activity, but now they're ready to let that go. It just doesn't support them anymore. The foundation is very shaky now. Let's see here. It's at the root. 3 of Swords. Wow. There is a separation that is necessary here, Gemini, and it just feels like it's time to really accept that. 3 of Wands on the bottom. There's a cycle that is completed. 3s are so much of this wholeness and completion energy. And when these 2 3s show up in reverse with the Tower, it just makes me feel like it's time to let go of something. It's time to look ahead towards something different. And it's no longer even fulfilling for you. So the question here, Gemini, is why are you still hanging on to it? I can't help but think that there's something here that feels like an attachment that I'm not ready to let go yet, but I know I need to. And you may need some support when we see this King and this Hierophant rising to the top. It may be beneficial to have some support where you can maybe surround yourself with others that are working on shifting out. Like, let's say this is a pattern that is about a relationship. So maybe going to speak to a counselor to get some guidance and some moments where you can talk it out with someone who's going to be able to reflect back at you that, hanging on to something that doesn't serve you only ends up sort of blocking you from moving on and moving forward to things that will bring in fulfillment. So it's interesting, Gemini. Let's see, the recent past is the 5 of Cups in reverse with the 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is done. Don't hang on to this stagnant energy anymore. Let it go. Release it. Gemini, this cycle is finished and your energy is ready to stand up and start filling these 2 cups up with something new. And, this 10 of Swords, these swords are sliding right out and you're ready to stand up. You can see the day is dawning around you for a new beginning. Resisting this is going to feel really uncomfortable and likely the heat's going to continue to get turned up. Lovers coming up. This is a relationship. For some of you, this is a relationship because moving forward, seeing the 5 of Swords with the Lovers makes me feel like if I can stop debating with someone and I can stop the cycle of feeling disappointed and feeling even harsh words that may have been said to me around rejection or someone saying to me, this is, I don't want to have this around me anymore. Or even someone saying things to you over and over again. 5 of Swords can feel like someone keeps sort of saying the same thing, but we're not hearing it because we don't want to let go. And with the Lovers coming up in the upcoming energy, it makes me feel like the reading is trying to say, there is much more harmony that could fill these 2 cups up if we can allow this Tower to fall. We are taking up valuable real estate by keeping this Tower in place. Instead, if we let it fall and we trust that this is no longer for us and we can see the bigger picture, we can really start to have alignment in connections that feel authentic, balanced, true. Like, I can't help but think for some of you, this is about a relationship in your life that it's time to accept. It's finished. It's over. It doesn't serve you. It keeps re-hurting you. So it's time to trust what you know and let go. And you may need some support with that. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Page of Pentacles. Love that. You're getting really strong confirmation here that something for a lot of you, it's time to release this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, where we may be hanging on because the message is, what if I don't get anything in return? What if I don't find another connection? Maybe I should just hang on to this one just in case. That kind of hedging your bet energy where it's like, well, I don't know. I know this isn't ideal, but what if this is the best it can be? That's really rooted in a lot of lack and scarcity mindset here. And the Page of Pentacles is like, why don't we focus on a fresh opportunity and really see what we can create if we allow some space here. It's such a clear message. The Devil, exactly. You are burnt out. You are completely bound here to something that doesn't serve you. And if you can let that go, you get this instead. I love when these two cards show up in a reading because the juxtaposition in the imagery is just undeniable. In one card, we are bound to something that's got a hold on us and it's not allowing us to be free. Whereas in the Lover's card, we are totally free to make choices that feel like they are in alignment for us. There's something complementary in the Lover's card that in the Devil card is bound in fear, in something that's like so much of it is bound up in fear that this card is so much lighter because the energy is moving from fear to love. And seeing the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck for that Devil as the outer shift says that this feels like a codependent connection where, no matter how many times it reveals to us that it's not for us and how burnt out we may be, we keep persisting and we're not letting go. This is using persistence in something that we should stop persisting in. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a time where it says, keep pushing the boulder up the hill because you're almost there. No, this is let that boulder fall down the mountain and start to feel the lightness that comes from focusing on something that just is natural. It doesn't feel like you have to work so damn hard for it to work. And it's not working. It's ready to crumble. You're running in and building that tower up and it's exhausting you. It's draining you. This is something that's got a hold on you. If it's not a relationship for some of you, this could feel like almost an addiction, almost like where it's hurting you and harming you, and yet you feel like you can't stop using it. Like this is a wake-up call for some of you, Gemini. Wheel of Fortune. Surrender and start fresh. Oh my goodness, what a powerful, powerful message. And all the cards are really coming together to confirm that it's time. And it's time. It's time. It's time to let go and trust what you know and take that leap into a new beginning, a new sense of what's possible when we're free from the things that are binding us to this devil energy, again, like codependent relationships, addictions, patterns of lack and scarcity. It's time to shift out of all of that. Surrender, the Moon. Yeah. This is some shadow work time, my friends. Gemini, let's see what's on the bottom. Ace of Cups. Wow. If you can move through this transformation, you are coming out the other end renewed, emotionally, energetically, vibrationally. The renewal is happening if you will allow this tower to fall. Trust it. Trust it. Let this Ace of Cups come in as a new emotion that you're carrying. Your feeling is the secret. You're carrying something here that's blocking you. It's not fulfilling you. It's like a connection, a pattern, a cycle that needs to end. Let's see what the Oracle cards will add to this. Clean it up. It's time to clean it up. It is time to clean it up and to focus on something that feels more like a blessing, Gemini. I'm going to leave it at that because this really feels like such a cohesive message around letting go and, allowing a new vibration to settle in here as you push into the things that are creating a fear of transformation, a fear of letting go, a fear of a new pattern. You have only to gain by letting go here, Gemini. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you so much love and light, my friends, and I'll see you in the next reading. Take care.